It's Oscar season, and to conclude this video series, it's time for me to share my rankings of the Best Picture nominees of 2023. This year's nominees are American Fiction, Anatomy of a Fall, Barbie, Killers of the Flower Moon, Maestro, Oppenheimer, Past Lives, Poor Things, The Holdovers, and The Zone of Interest. Kicking off this list is Maestro. It's the kind of film that nothing happens when a lot happens. You know what I mean? Overlong, hollow, and forgettable. May December is right there, Academy. Number 9 is Barbie. Barbie is a contentious film for a number of reasons because it attempts to say something about feminism that ends up flat. They had a lot of stimulating ideas but also introduced bonkers elements that don't make sense. Why are there dolls and human dolls? How is it that the person who designed them can alter the doll's mindset? How are things patched up between Gloria and her daughter? How did the Mattel company feel about Barbie Land? Why is there an office for the original creator's ghost? Cotton candy production design and sparkling musical numbers aside, this is a messy film packaged beautifully with mixed feminist messages. Next up is The Zone of Interest. I have no idea what this film meant before watching it. When I found out it was about a Nazi family's humdrum lifestyle, I was unengaged. Like Maestro, nothing happens at all even though a lot happens. However, there is a simmering bleakness and horror emanating in the carefully positioned angles of the film. I was more entertained with Barbie, but I ranked The Zone of Interest higher because it was less messy. Number 7 is American Fiction. I think I already said what needs to be said about this film when I reviewed the performances of Sterling K. Brown and Jeffrey Wright, and that's literally it. It's super straightforward with no twists and turns. It was amusing and risky, but not the best in this lineup. Completing the bottom half of my ranking is Anatomy of a Fall. It is a character-driven courtroom drama that offers ambiguous characters, unresolved plot, but terrific performances from Sandra Huller, Mila Mercado-Grainer, and yes, messy. It's a tale as old as time. Cryptic clues, red herrings, and emotional drama empowered by the acting triumvirate. I just wish we found out who killed Sandra's husband. That's all. Top 5 is one half of Barbenheimer, Oppenheimer. It is the movie of the year. It is everything the Academy has loved since its inception in 1927. War, history, drama, scientists, politics, etc. Christopher Nolan's direction, the cinematography, and sound editing are movie magic. Cillian Murphy and Robert Downey Jr. are its acting MVPs. Josh Hartnett, Gary Oldman, and Casey Affleck left a big impact in their small scenes. My only complaint about this film is it is the least digestible because it's too cerebral and alienating for people who have no idea who they are and what they did. Had it been trimmed to 2 hours, it would have been my favorite film of the year. Haunting and evocative but information overload at times. Top 4 is Killers of the Flower Moon. Not Martin Scorsese's best work, and I'm sure another director could have given space and perspective to Molly's tribe, but it remains a searing film about murder, discrimination, and betrayal. Robert De Niro shines as the imposing racist marionette, Leonardo DiCaprio is convincing as his idiot nephew, and Lily Gladstone is competent but inert as Molly Burkhart. This is the longest film in the lineup, and I feel that more stories about Molly and her tribe should have been given narrative focus. Top 3 is The Holdovers. The reason why this film is right up there despite its small scale is the melancholic interactions between 3 very different characters forming unlikely friendship and, dare I say, family. Paul Giamatti and Dominic Sessa, who should have been nominated in the leading category, are the best male duo of 2023. Da'Vine Joy Randolph is also effective as the grieving mother and cook despite her underwritten material. The film takes time before it presents the narrative to the trio, and the way they reflect on their lives to each other are touching and poignant. My runner-up is Yorgos Lanthimos' Poor Things, the so-called Barbie for lunatics. Its tasty aesthetics and medieval costumes are sights to behold, but make no mistake for dismissing it as style over substance. Its greatest achievement is to make a cohesive story out of an outrageous Frankenstein-like premise. It is a roller coaster ride from one chapter to another, and while things in the brothel skewer the film to a dead end, it continues to be an overall solid, unique, and creatively risky experience. Emma Stone gives a performance of her career as a woman who starts as a messy biological experiment and ends up figuring and smoothing things out for herself. Her odyssey of self-discovery, while not perfect, is well-earned. Mark Ruffalo, Willem Dafoe, Rami Youssef, and Christopher Abbott provide comedic support. And there it is, the number 1, my Best Picture Oscar of 2023, and my favorite film of 2023 is Past Lives. It seems unusual to pick Celine Song's seemingly small film as the best film of 2023, but just because it is an indie and does not have the grand scale and colossal scope of its co-nominees does not mean it does not tell a powerful story. Childhood best friends Hae-sung, played by Teo Yoo, and Nora Moon, played by Greta Lee, reunite in New York to rekindle their estranged friendship. Hae-sung was and is still in love with the ambitious Nora, who is now married to an American, and her complicated feelings caused her to re-examine her life choices. Teo Yoo and Greta Lee are the best couple of 2023. Their chemistry is sizzling, even though the script is not worthy and features a lot of stares and pauses. The film boasts a lot of breathtaking backdrops of Korea and New York City, but they do not blur in the background, and their love story is one for the ages. They gaze at each other, hold each other's hands, and do mundane stuff that would otherwise be boring, but under Teo and Greta, they appear significant and life-changing. It will kill me not to mention the actor who played Nora's husband, Jean Magaro, who is the most sympathetic and patient partner ever. The final scene when Hae-sung and Nora walk away from each other, and Arthur and Nora hug made me cry a lot. The best film of 2023 ever.